What up, AKB Farai here. So I actually just finished reacting to the short film #1 called Begin. And right as I did, it said 7 minutes ago, part 2, Lie came out. So I'm like, alright, yep, I'll react to it right now. So let's get right into it. We left off with what I thought was him burning from his past self and becoming into a bird. Let's see if it continues from that. Like we heard crows, you know, flying away, freeing from oneself. So let's see how much more it delves into that concept. Or maybe it's definitely going to feature probably a different one of the group members from BTS, but I'm kind of curious of how it's going to tie together. The yoga bubbles. Give me life.
My parents' house made up one rhythm. This rhythm was familiar to me in almost every way. Mother and father, love and strictness, model behavior, and school.
That's deep. Something you're familiar with, but it says lie. Okay, we're in the tundra, very cold. Or it's a picture. Okay, it's a picture. We got a hand, and is that a camera on like a tripod? He's like hurting on the inside. That camera's seeing within him. These are like ink blot tests. Medicine. What? There it is again, the fire piano. He's coming in on himself. So it was a dream again, something within him. Maybe this is like, maybe it's each song's like core inspiration, where it's inspired from with each of the artists. Wow. What? He was here the whole time, just kind of doing his own thing. You're freaking me out. The camera that sees beyond what's really just there. That's a little terrifying. So, also, I'm curious if it's sort of like an elemental thing. The first one with Jungkook was like birds, so air, and maybe this is water and ice. They both had fire in them, so is that sort of an homage to BTS Fire? That could be it. So maybe this is moving on past fire. This is what's coming after it. What's after the fire has calmed down and burnt down. What arises from that, like I said earlier in the last video. It's interesting. It has a sort of like a gritty noir feel where it's really subliminally creepy and, you know, makes me terrified, but it makes me want to know more. This is like my favorite kind of genre where it's just, it piques your curiosity, even though it's sort of disturbing at times. It has this perfect balance of like, all of your emotions get touched a little bit, right? And what it seemed like is the camera was looking at him, and the whole time he was sitting there, and it started going within him and saw what was in his inner psyche, and maybe even deeper than his inner psyche. Like, you know, it first showed him like in the black and white, like going crazy, then it showed him on the hospital bed, then it showed like this wine glass or martini glass full of medicine, and one got plucked away. Is that one that he's taking? Is it one that he needs? Maybe that's one less that he has. Maybe that's a limited thing of his sanity. Who knows? Jimin, he scares me now. I'm scared. I will be terrified of him. I said during the actual video, short film, that is it sort of what's like an inspiration for, you know, each song? He said in the beginning he had a familiar rhythm, the rhythm of family, you know, respect, strictness, school, but it says lie. So I wonder if that isn't what's familiar to him. Maybe that's what he thought was familiar, but it's actually all a lie. It's just to keep himself sane, like I was saying earlier with the whole medicine thing. It's sort of a rhythm that you will always go back to even though it's not there because of what keeps you going. You remember somewhere you're familiar with, right? Whenever something crazy happens, what's the best thing to do? You always want to think about when, you're at your parents' house eating a home-cooked meal or whatever makes you comfortable. Not everybody has that, but so whatever what reminds you of familiarity. So far with the two short films, they say rhythm in the beginning. And that's why I think it really pertains to the songs on their next big thing. The rhythm of this, the rhythm of that. They're two rhythms that are blended together, It's obviously saying the songwriting process and how the songs were thought up of, but it also shows sort of the core parts of it. Obviously, I do think a part of this is theatrical, like EXO's with their Call Me Baby and their teasers for that. But I do think that there's a lot more to see. We did see with Suga, he did put everything out on the table with his mixtape, so I'm not surprised if these music videos show a little part of each of these members. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the video and my theory crafting. If you liked it, please leave a like and leave any more suggestions down below. Don't worry, I'm going to react to all the other short film parts that come out as well. And until next time, see ya.